Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
I come to you as a defeated man today.
Oh no, what happened?
So defeated.
Is it a customer service situation?
No. I love customer service. I can't wait for it to all be automated, actually. I don't want to
Yeah.
speak to a human being. I don't want to know who they are. I want a bot.
And I don't want any of those people to have jobs.
Yeah. I want them roaming around the city making content. Well, actually, no, I don't want that. I want I want all that to be AI as well.
I just want the robots made in America. I want
Yes.
jobs in America going to American-made robots.
Yeah, sex toys and robots. All of it has to be made in this goddamn country. I don't want to see the word Taiwan anywhere near that, unless it's specific kink or need. A Taiwanese person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then I want it made there.
Then they can be made in Taiwan.
If I want a Taiwanese dildo, I think I want this to look like a dong that was on a Taiwanese man. And that dong is nowhere near racial.
Nowhere. But made in America from a mold that was made with a Taiwanese man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why am I a defeated man? Well, how do I say this? For the last, I would say 24 hours, I've been searching far and wide within the parameters of this home
Okay.
for my wedding ring.
Oh no. Look at your little wedding ring, tan.
Yeah,
Tan line.
yeah.
Wow.
Me and the wife. Dude, it's overtaken my life.
I bet you got to find that thing.
Listen, not to be sentimental, but it was my dead dad's ring.
Yeah.
Do you have a dead dad's ring?
No.
If you did, and you lost it, you'd be mortified.
Here's the thing. I would lose it.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
I don't think I can have it.
If it's someone at a Wingstop would be like, "There's a ring in your box, sir." I'm like, "Oh, sick."
Oh, my bad.
Sick.
Can I get more ranch?
Yeah. Aren't you gonna clean it off before you put it in your finger? Nah, I'll lick it off later. I lost it. Now, this is not gripping entertainment for you guys, but listen, I'm a newly married man. I've had this ring for 7 months.
7 months. You didn't even make it the full year.
My dad wore it on his finger.
On his finger.
My dad had that on his finger for 30 years, and that hand saw everything. That hand was slapping me and my brothers.
Exactly.
That hand was waving people in on the highway. That hand was giving people the fangul that crossed him. That hand had that ring on his finger.
That hand saw Kennedy get assassinated.
Yes. That hand put his hand over my eyes when my mother came out with a brassiere on. That hand had a ring on it the whole time.
Yeah.
And I lost it in 7 months. Now, listen, let's retrace my steps slightly because this is not riveting information. But hey, this is what's going on in my life.
When was the last time you definitely had it?
So I only take off my ring twice, for 2 times, in 2 different instances. When I work out, and I work out every day.
Every day. So he's got to take it off.
Guys,
at
if I
least
took this
once a
shirt
day.
off, you'd be like, easy. Come on, my girl's on this app. Stop.
We might have women listening to this podcast.
No, we don't. We have
If you took your shirt off.
We have guys that talk to women, but it's only on their OnlyFans pages.
Yeah.
And he's talking to customer service.
But
pretty much.
respectfully. They're too afraid to be mean.
Yes, that's what it is. So I usually take it off. I put it right here.
Uh-huh.
And then I work out,
Sure.
do calisthenics, push-ups, cry.
Right. Classic workout.
The only other time I take it off is at my nightstand. Sometimes I take it off because I'm going to come to the gym.
Okay.
So now there's only 2 things that could happen. I don't think it left the premises. We checked even ring cameras. Me leaving the house. What's my hand? Let's see my hand. Oh, there's no ring there.
Oh. So you guys have been really
We
digging
pinpointed it to Sunday afternoon. We took her friends. This is why I don't want to hang out with her friends.
Because you're going to lose your ring.
Because
you're going to take it off.
Because we're like, let's go out to dinner.
Them.
Like, okay, I'll work out before. Took my ring off. Now I lost it. So
Yeah.
I've been blaming the wife for 24 hours.
Okay, but you saw it on a camera like Sunday morning, and then you left for this dinner and you didn't have it?
So put in perspective. So Friday had a show, 2 shows, killed.
Of course.
Oops.
Sorry.
It's hard to tell people at spots. I don't sell merch. I don't do photos. And I have to go, mainly because I'm catching a ride. But can you drive me to Hollywood? But anyway, so Friday, did 2 shows, looked at the footage, had the ring on the finger.
Okay. So we know he's got a Friday
Right.
night.
So Saturday.
I'm surprised you don't take it off after you have a good set.
Yeah. Saturday, I podcasted, looked at the footage,
Got the ring.
was not on the footage.
No. Okay. What time? And you podcasted Saturday afternoon?
No, wait. No, we podcast. Sorry, that's Monday. Podcast on Monday. Sorry. So Saturday, all during the day, I don't know.
Okay.
If it was on my hand.
Unclear. TBD.
Sunday morning, unsure. But realized it Monday morning.
Monday morning, you say, "Hey, wait a minute, I don't have a ring."
I don't think I'd not know it's on my hand for that long.
Yeah.
But I just looked at my hand and I was like, "Where's my ring?" And she was like, I don't know. Like, it's probably in the gym because I always take it off.
Yeah, you put it right there.
So there's only 2 people that have been in this house before. Now, the only 2 people I suspect, maybe 3. We did have a cleaning lady that comes in on Saturday.
Okay.
And maybe I put it by the nightstand.
Are you suggesting that?
I'm not saying
He's not saying anything.
But if I find out that the cleaning lady, who is a lovely woman, took my ring, this is the tipping point. This is when I go full MAGA.
Yeah.
Get them out.
And it's only a matter of time.
Get them out.
Because we need more listeners.
ICE, she's here.
Yeah.
Swarm. ICE, swarm, and pat her down for my ring. She's here.
I've got a deal to make. You get at least one, I get my ring back.
Yeah, well, as soon as they take her away, I'm like, hold up, boys, hold up, boys, hold up.
Let me see your little fingers.
Where's the ring,
Where
Veronica?
is it? Cough it up.
Give me the ring. Or you're gonna take it back to Chile. I don't think she took it, but we did say to her via text, "Hey, I don't know if you came across it, but keep an eye out when you come back to clean." Now, is there a piece of me that hopes that she magically finds it, and then I'd be like, "Okay, really?
Nothing.
Okay, I thought I checked there.
As long as the ring comes back.
Okay,
As long as the ring comes back.
all right. Well,
nobody's
maybe
in trouble.
Maybe we'll take some time off from you."
Yeah.
Maybe her friends didn't take it. Why would they take it?
Oh, her friends came over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Are any of them pranksters?
No. They're like
Okay.
got a kid, and they're like regular, good old fashioned, run the mill whites. They're not gonna do anything bad.
I
Those
don't
people don't do
know.
anything wrong.
Those whites.
yeah.
We love to prank.
According to the border czar, they do nothing wrong.
Yeah, we can let them in.
Yeah, let them in, especially if they're from South Africa.
Because look out.
Yeah.
They're in trouble,
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Genocide. Don't look
From Grok.
Don't confirm the deaths. Just if you're in the White House and he gives you papers and say these people are all been killed, you just take it for face value and go, okay.
Okay.
Was it you? No. Why would you?
I wasn't here.
I know, but if you were here, I'd be like, well, this is his way of getting back at me because I did promise him that the podcast would have 1,000 subscribers at this point.
True.
Yeah.
It would be kind of the perfect crime. You'd never suspect me.
Yeah, and I did say we'd have a Patreon and I get you some cash sooner enough. Anyway, I come way past my promise.
Maybe.
But then again,
I decided to get that money myself.
Then again, I mean, promises. Who keeps them? Not the president, not me.
Not anyone in this country.
Yeah. So the ring is gone. Now here's the thing. Me and the wife are slowly going mad.
Yeah, I bet.
Mad.
That would drive me crazy. Have you cleaned the whole house?
Bro, I've done things I'd have never thought I would do. Going through trash.
Yeah, you gotta.
I went through all the trash.
Was there any chance it slipped off?
No, because my hand swells in the heat.
Yeah.
It gets super tight. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Ladies?
I'm talking about the ring, not my wife.
Come on. Don't be gross. You were thinking it.
She doesn't listen, nor should. I don't think she'd give me a fine. She blocks me and also.
I don't think she knows we do this.
Yeah, honestly, I say I'm going to the room with Brent, and she thinks we're just working on the gym.
Yeah.
I just think she'd be working out.
Oh yeah.
She probably does.
She probably we come out, we're fucking sweaty.
She's like, but his physique is getting worse, and so is yours.
But you're both sweatier every time.
Yeah, and always giggling. I love the giggling. But anyway, so I've checked every inch of this place.
Okay.
Dude, I've taken it off, put it right here. Worked out, got distracted maybe, left it here. I've done it before. I've just left it here and I'm like, oh, there's my ring. Dude, I've turned up this whole place. I'm this close to like removing the mats and just looking around.
This has convinced me that I'll never get an expensive wedding ring because I can't put an air tag on a wedding ring.
I looked up metal detectors on Amazon.
Yeah, I bet.
Beep, 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 beep. I want that.
Can you rent one?
I can return it.
Yeah, you could.
Thanks, Basie.
Thanks.
You know what? I don't care what anyone says. You're ripped. Your girlfriend's face hasn't really moved in years. But
and you're gonna live on Mars in your lifetime. You sure will live on Mars.
The shirts are getting tighter. You're getting higher up in the atmosphere.
And lately, you've been so funny.
Yeah, and so cool.
Oh my god!
And if you're just going to allow me to keep basically renting your products, thank you.
Thank you. I hope you release a comedy special soon.
I hope you become the world's sexiest man.
Why don't you buy The President?
Why don't you buy People magazine?
And The President. Name yourself Super President and Super Sexiest Man Alive.
Yeah, you know what?
And Man of the Year.
He owns the Washington Post. He can buy People magazine and say Sexiest Man Alive, Jeff Bezos. Yeah.
Why not?
And
I would.
Just him, just like with a tight shirt, sunglasses, bald head, just doing this over, I don't know, maybe a pile of Amazon boxes. That'd be kind of hot.
Holding an iPad.
Or an iPad, yeah. But anyway, speaking of which, actually, the carry-on I brought to Seattle, I actually returned that.
You returned it.
I was like, yeah.
Used it one time, sent it back?
Well, didn't fit the description. Didn't
fit the description.
You said it was a carry-on.
You said it was black. This is clearly onyx.
Yeah. It's a carry-on, but to who? Not a dwarf. This is full luggage.
It's huge.
Big to me. But anyway, I got my money back. I was like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm not gonna. I already have carry-on. I thought maybe I'll be a silver carry-on guy. I was like, this doesn't expand. This is strictly for looks. And the point I'm trying to say is, I don't know where it could be. And here's the thing. It's here.
It's got to be here.
It's here.
It's got to be here.
Where is here?
Did the spiders take it somewhere?
Is there a spider?
Did Frankie eat it?
Checked his poop.
Not
only did I check his poop, I went in the garbage, got all the old poop bags, squished them all, looking for. No, didn't take the poop out.
Sure, but
over the bag.
Damn, you were a desperate man.
It's my dad's ring.
I understand.
My dad's dead.
I would have done the same thing, but to go through bag,
that ring was on a thick Italian man's finger.
For you to be squishing poop bags, boy, you're running out of places to look.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had rubber gloves on, a mask. Kind of felt like I was in forensics. Kind of felt kind of cool.
You were solving a crime.
I was solving a crime. Who stole the? Now here's the thing.
I'm going to spend the whole pod record just kind of looking around.
Well, this is why I'm hoping. We're hoping because you don't have the eye that we have. I wish I didn't tell you because maybe you would have been like, hey, what's your ring doing over there?
Yeah.
Like, what? I would full on blow you right now. Camera on. You can hold the mic.
Less teeth.
I would be so. I don't know where it is.
I wish I could
And my
help.
wife is. We're like baffled. I had dreams about it.
I bet.
And I dream about nothing. I have no dreams.
What happened in the dream? Did you find it in your dream?
The dream is this. I dreamt that it was here and someone hopped over the fence, went in here to steal something and found the ring.
That's an insane dream.
Is it though? The door's never locked.
That's true. And I do tell people that.
Yeah, what?
I tell everyone when I leave here. I walk out.
But my wife gets ring notifications when the door opens.
Okay,
so she's like,
so you
nothing.
wouldn't know. That's not no.
So basically, the rest of this episode is just us tearing apart the studio with the good help of my trusty friend here.
Sound off in the comments if you stole his ring,
or if you see it,
or if you've seen it.
No, if you see it right now. In the footage.
You see it in the footage,
if you see it,
gotta tell.
If you're like,
us.
hey guys, bottom left, buy Brent's
How
shoes.
crazy would that be if that's how we found it?
I'll be honest with you. I will find this ring.
Yeah, you have to.
And when I find this ring, you would think I won the NBA championship. You'd think I was a Seattle Mariner fan, seeing his beloved Mariners winning Game 7 of the World Series.
Yes.
You would think
that
I was. You just came across a hot, fresh batch of chicken wings.
Ooh, yeah, I know what that
in his
feels
room as a gift from his girlfriend.
God, that's gonna feel so good when you find it. God.
Dude, I will fist pump so hard, my little arm will just leave my body.
Yeah, you're gonna dislocate your shoulder.
Yeah, I'll go like this, and my little shoulder will just pop.
Nobody does that anymore. Nobody does that. Yes, the inward fist pump.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No one brings in the wind and brings it to your heart.
Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah. No one does this.
Let's bring it back.
People do this.
They do. They started. That came back, and I gotta say, we should stop.
We should stop. But
I mean, they should stop because we never did it personally.
Bring this back.
Bring it back.
When's the last time you saw someone really give a nice Yeah.
I feel like now it's more of a pump, like an out front pump, and less of a yank. It used to be almost like a fist yank.
Yeah. But it has to fit. It has to fit the moment when you do the fist pump like that.
Yeah.
You can't be like, hey, sir, it looks like with our rewards program here at Starbucks, you get a free coffee.
Yes. Oh, I think let it rip for that. Free coffee, baby. Free coffee. Let it rip.
I guess so. What if what would it take me for to rip it like that? Maybe
other than finding your ring.
My ring, yeah. I don't know. Maybe if we finally break 100 subscribers,
that would yes. That would feel good.
Yeah, maybe that'd be good. Or maybe if we finally have universal health care in this country,
sure.
Yeah. Maybe if there's a 2-state solution in the Middle East.
Hey, that could be a fist bump.
Maybe I'd be like, oh, cool. Maybe. Maybe if AI is just a trend and people actually get back to having real tangible skills and work and feel like they have control over their own society.
Maybe they'll get a fist bump.
Maybe I'd be like, oh, cool.
Maybe if we do something to slow the warming of the planet, and it seems like we might be able to sustain life here for another
still not fist
100,000
bumping
years.
But what if I find a freaking user card for a Wingstop and it's all the holes are punched out?
That's a yes. That's getting a big one for me.
Yes. Sorry I've checked that seat. I've checked everything.
Usually when I can't find something.
What is it? It's a mental block now. Yeah. Now you're looking for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be stuck in your craw.
I've done. You ever like have these illogical? It's almost like the magic bullet theory with JFK. You're kind of like you're trying to make sense of it. And no, the bullet went like this and this and this. Now I'm gonna have
my ring must have bounced off of that, rolled into the gutter.
Exactly.
The rains took it away.
Dude, my mind was like, wait a second. I have a pair of New Balance sneakers that have a big gap here. Sometimes the rock gets caught in it. Oh. What if I stepped on the ring, it got caught, and I walked away and the ring fell out of my shoes?
Yeah.
Now I'm like really have this convoluted thing.
It's probably not that complicated. Yeah.
Guys, probably. It's on my other hand. What the hell?
It's in my butthole.
Guys. It's always on my hand when I watch. Now it's on the... wow.
That would be...
So here's the question. At what point do I give up and get another ring?
I think you got to wait at least 3 months.
3 months?
I think so.
I can't wear a wedding ring for 3 months. Women are going to hit on me.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Women are going to hit on me.
You're going to be harassed in the streets if you don't.
God.
Well, you got to get one of those. You got to get one of those silicone ones that the NFL players wear just for now.
Ladies, I know you don't see the ring, but there is a tan mark from the ring.
Yeah, you look like you just got divorced.
I have a wife. I swear to you, sounds like a real divorce guy. Sounds like a denial to divorce guy.
Yeah, I'm sure all of your wife's stuff is still in your house.
Oh, yeah, she'll come back.
Yeah, she'll come running back.
I do look like a divorce guy. Be like, I'm married, I swear. Okay. What does the law say, though? Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been dealing with for 24 hours.
24 hours.
I'm honestly dreaming of a text from my wife.
Found it.
Saying... anal. And then on top of that.
And then
the ring.
Icing on the cake.
I love my wife. She's not going to do that. Maybe she'd love me more if she would. But yeah, so I'm just looking around. If you see me wandering around, it's not because I don't think you're not interesting.
Sure, of course.
Or I think this podcast's not worth my time, although we're getting close.
You say that. Do you know what today is?
It's not. Is it?
This is the 52nd episode.
52nd. Wait, when did we start this thing?
52 weeks
This
ago.
is a year anniversary?
This is 1 year.
Buddy, put it right there.
You lost the ring. I don't know, anniversary.
Okay, good.
Yeah, something about anniversaries.
Well, in a year from now, we'll get another. We'll make a phrase out of that.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
It's been a whole year.
I've talked to you more than I've had my own family in that year.
Wow, that's sad.
For who?
For both of us.
Oh, okay. Because I talk to my mom for like 10 minutes every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I talk to my mom, 5-10 minutes every week or two.
Yeah, here's the thing. You ever meet someone that says, I talk to my mom every day? Like, you're insane.
My roommate does.
What? But he's gay. Aren't they ashamed of him?
I mean,
I thought
that doesn't mean they don't talk. She's a traditional Southern woman.
When are you going to snap out of that?
Yeah. Kind of. That's the vibe I get. Yeah.
When are you gonna snap out of that? I know you're in LA.
You know, we're praying for you.
Can't you find a boyish girl? Can't you find a tomboy?
Mother, I tried that.
Meet me halfway. Find a woman that plays in the WNBA. You can do it.
Or even just rec league softball.
Yes. Just find me. She likes short hair and she likes to. She has a tool belt. Where's that straight woman? You can find her. I do love the idea of a Midwestern homophobic nice mom. That's kind of a fun thing to say. You know what? I listen. They're beautiful people, but they're just going to hell.
Yeah,
they're going to hell, and they have a blasphemous lifestyle.
I love that Pink Pony Club. It's a shame that Chapel's going to hell.
Yeah. Well, every time I see a rainbow, I just think, oh God, well, that's going to stairway right to hell.
Yeah, the parade, the pageantry, the production values. It's really a shame that God sees and hates what they're doing.
Yeah, when I see a drag queen, I see a theatrical diva that should stay the hell away from my children in every school or within a mile distance.
Oh, but the pipes on these gals.
I know.
Oh
my God. The costume and the pageantry.
I wish I could do my makeup like that.
I really do.
Then I'd be a filthy sinner.
But I also like being a woman who isn't masquerading as a man.
An affront to God.
Oh man! But anyway, so a year. Congrats.
Happy 1 year anniversary.
Happy 1 year
podiversary.
Podiversary.
Hey, where should we go on our 1 year podiversary?
And I will
date?
say this: all jokes aside, we are cockroaches. We're going nowhere.
We're not stopping.
We're never stopping.
We'll never stop
For two reasons. Give me three reasons. Number one, you need the content.
You gotta put out content.
Number two, I believe in this man. He's a very funny guy. I think he's undervalued in the comedy scene and on social media. I feel like he just needs a little push, a little break, and he will finally figure out a way to break away from this podcast and do his own thing at a much successful rate. And I'll be out there just dedicating myself to slamming him in every way. But, and third, I don't know. The convos are too fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time. We're having a good time, and you know what? We're also not going to stop because guess what? We already bought the equipment.
Yeah, guys.
We've been saying it since day one.
Yeah.
Tariff all the podcast equipment, raise the prices. We already own it.
Tell you what, if we find the ring in the next 60 minutes, if he just catches a glimpse of it, like big tits on the subway, he's just like, holy shit, there it is.
Like I do on the subway.
We will quit the podcast.
We'll quit.
I'll quit. But
yeah, that's a real win-win for you.
Yeah, it is kind of. I get to sell.
Either you get the ring or you get to keep.
And I
doing
get
the
to sell
podcast.
this equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get to sell that stuff. You could probably return it to Amazon. Just send it back. You should.
Imagine returning
in one
back.
more year. If we have one less subscriber, you just send all this shit back, and you're like, it doesn't work.
I'm not famous yet. Something's wrong with your camera. I'm not famous.
I still can't tour.
Yeah. Reason for returning this camera 1 year after its purchase? I have no Patreon.
We're down to 86 subscribers.
Yeah, people are lapping us. Lapping us that don't even have any kind of idea what they're doing.
Lapping and laughing, frankly.
Lapping and laughing. Could have been the name of the pod.
Lapping and laughing.
L&L. Wow.
Wow.
But I will say it is a war of
Live, laugh,
attrition.
laugh.
And is there too many podcasts out there?
Yes.
I don't know. Are athletes' wives talking? Maybe.
Sure.
Influencers talking? Maybe. Adult film stars talking? Maybe.
Yes. The president and the former president and a rock star, do they have a podcast? Sure.
Maybe.
Are we more interesting than them? I think so.
Yeah. Are you someone that maybe is a retired fireman? You and three other friends want to sit around and talk on a podcast? Maybe.
Are you a bunch of like 14-year-olds in Maryland who talk about fast food and your podcast is way more successful than ours? Maybe
you're out there. Maybe there's too many podcasts. I don't know. But you know what they don't got is two guys who are comedians who really don't have that much of a social media imprint that are talking in a garage with overpriced equipment.
Chop it up.
Nice name for the pod.
Chop it up.
Chop it up would have been nice.
Chop it up.
I question our name so much. Like that would have been nice. Anyway, so that's what I've been dealing with the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Is just the worst game of Where's Waldo that's ever existed.
Terrible. I got an exciting update for you.
Another ticket? Did you get another parking ticket?
No parking tickets.
Okay.
No parking tickets. Knock on wood. But I did find out that since the last time we recorded, at least 4 women have listened to this podcast.
Whoa.
That's got to be a
Not your
record.
family?
Not my family.
Really?
Yeah.
Like women you don't know?
Women I do not know.
Wait a sec. Do they know your girlfriend?
Yes.
Ah.
I found out my girlfriend's aunt and grandmother listened to an episode. Then I found out.
But they're listening for the wrong reasons.
They're doing research.
Yeah.
But maybe they're subscribers now.
Maybe.
Maybe they're listening to this one too. We don't know.
I think what they're doing is they're asking themselves 2 things. Number 1, what's he doing? Number 2, why is that his friend? He's a terrible little man. Does he even love his wife? Why is he his friend?
Are we going to have to meet him?
Why is that's his friend?
Did he say anal?
Oh God. The people you keep are the people you are.
Yeah, I got to question his judgment.
God, that can't be his friend.
Does he leave Maddie alone with him ever?
Speaking of couples.
Well, hold on. I got to finish that.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, yesterday Maddie said, hey, just a heads up. My sister just texted me. Right now, she's in a car with my mom and my dad, and they're listening to your podcast.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, you could shoot me in the head now.
Oh,
I think
God.
I'm done. I think I'm done being alive. Which is crazy because it is like, I put this out for people to listen to it, and then I find out people are listening to it, and I'm like, oh God.
I know. That's the one thing that might save podcasters, that might cull the herd a little bit, is that, let's just say you're 25 now.
Mm-hmm.
That means your mom and dad are what? 50?
45?
50?
50?
Let's
Sure.
just say your dad's 50.
Okay.
And you're 25 right
Yeah.
now. That means your dad is like what? Born in 75? That means he was like in his 30s and 40s in the early 2000s. He's tech savvy.
Tech savvy enough, yeah.
I'm 44.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So that means there's going to be people that are going to be less inclined to start podcasts. They're like, well, my dad and
My
mom
dad
know
might
how to use
actually-
social media.
they'll
My mom and dad
listen.
know how to listen to. My mom doesn't even have a phone with 2 lines on it.
She have internet at her house?
Yeah, but my brother uses it.
Oh, yeah.
My mom doesn't even know what's going on. So like
So she doesn't have a Labubu.
Like boomer parents are like, I don't know, what a podcast? What is it, like radio? When do I tune in? Can I call in?
Yeah.
But now, what hopefully will happen is, as people start saying, I'm going to be a podcast, it becomes a normal place, and people are like, hey, I heard you got a podcast. Oh, cool, I'll
Send it
listen
to the
in.
family group chat.
Yeah, that's not good.
That might slow some people down.
Hopefully. Speaking of marriages, did you see the face push
The face push?
with President Macron?
No.
You didn't see that?
Whose face did he push?
No, his wife pushed his face
His wife pushed his face?
when he was exiting a plane.
Macron face push. Wow, look at that. It's right there.
Look at that.
Pushing the face by wife was joke, not domestic dispute, says Macron. Okay, well, let me just check
But he did
this
not
out.
look happy about it.
Let me check this out. I'm watching now. Okay, he's stepping out. Someone is opening, France's Air Force One. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that did not
Right?
look like a joke.
And he does not look happy about it.
No. Pretty funny timing. Wow, she's the tiniest lady I've ever seen.
Well, you know the conspiracy theories with her, right?
No.
Are you serial? You don't know the
I don't
conspiracy theories?
I don't
with
even
her?
know who that is.
Oh, my God. This conspiracy theory is kind of wacky.
Who's Brigitte Macron?
Macron.
Who is Brigitte Macron?
All right. So, listen, I don't condone a lot of the conspiracy theories out there, but sometimes I look at it as pure fiction. And then you start looking into these things, you're like, so she is like 20 years his senior, and she used to be his drama teacher.
What?
You don't know about this?
No.
Dude, it's beyond what you think. I'm not even like, and there's speculation that she used to be a man.
Okay, wait. Bridget, was a married mother of 3 children when they met at his high school. A teacher, she supervised a drama club where Macron, a literature lover, was a member. What?
Dude, that's not even the half of it. There was a
He
conspiracy.
moved to Paris for his last year of high school, but promised to marry her. She later moved to the French capital to join him and divorced before they finally married. What? He bagged his high school theater teacher?
Dude, look at the conspiracy that she was Dude, there's layers of this where there's one that speculates that she's actually was a man and his father.
And his okay, that sounds like, I don't know.
We're
I think
looking
that's like right wing asshole classic. Like they've been trying to say that Obama's wife is a man. I think that's
crazy.
That's
you know what that was?
One
That
of
was
their plays.
That was one Photoshop thing that went to that someone was like, look at the bulge, and then everyone's like, oh, it must be a dude.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I mean, here's one that says, once again, no, President Macron's wife is not trans. Why are false rumors about Brigitte Macron being transgender resurfacing? Okay.
Candace Owens is like behind the whole thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But the 25 years your senior is wild.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Did anyone ever hook up with a teacher in your high school?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you're giving it a look like it's you.
Oh, yeah.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. No, it was, well, there were a few.
What?
There were a few stories. One of them was that one of the PE teachers at my high school was, by the time I got to high school, married to a former student who had been his babysitter during his first marriage.
Oh my God.
His kids, they hired her to watch his kids. I know they're married. And then there was another teacher who, it was never confirmed officially. He got suspended for like a year, but he hooked up with, allegedly, a student like right after she graduated. She was 18, and he waited until right after graduation.
Wow.
But then they found out about it, and he got suspended for like a year.
Oh my. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have a moment in my high school where me and a teacher had something.
What?
But in my defense, it wasn't all boys school.
So it was a priest?
So yeah. So maybe he was just teaching me how to play catch, shirtless.
Yeah.
No.
Any teachers hook up with students at your school?
There was one rumor that the captain of the hockey team hooked up with a French teacher. There was a rumor.
Ooh la la.
There was a rumor. We all thought it happened. I don't know where the rumor came from, but we did see them talking by the lockers once, and she was giggling, and he was like kind of just being like all suave and cool.
Yeah.
So naturally, when high school kids see that, they're like, oh, they must be porking.
They're porking.
Guys, they're porking. I saw them pork. The way things go out of control in high schools, the broken telephone is just like it went from like I think they enjoy each other. Like it'd be like, oh, I saw them laughing together, and then by the time it gets to me, it's like, no, they had sex in front of us, and they said, watch and learn, and I was like, okay, so
I'm above the law. She
yeah.
shot a gun into the air.
Yeah, and we're like, all right, and then they did it on the flag.
On the flagpole.
Wow, yeah. So that's how rumors. Anyway, I didn't have that. Only had one slight rumor, but then again, I don't know what it is. Maybe it was just the way we grew up in the 90s and stuff. You're early 2000s, but
yeah,
teachers weren't hot. They were battle axes. They were old.
I don't know.
We had
a couple.
You had some couple hot teachers?
We had a couple hot. Well, there was always a student teacher. Excuse me, who was doing their
Oh yeah.
Their student teacher. There was always one.
Did you ever make a teacher cry?
Did I ever make a teacher cry?
As a class?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. One of our Spanish teachers. I feel bad. We tormented this lady, but in our defense, she was phoning it in so hard.
That's what you get for teaching the youth of America.
Well, this teacher, we would. I'm not, proud of this, but what we would do is we would just try to ask her questions at the beginning of the class, and if you asked the right question, she would just go off and just rant for an hour,
right,
and not teach us anything, and then we'd be like, "Yes, we did it," which is crazy. I would have probably enjoyed learning Spanish more.
The way that in the 90s and early 2000s that we tormented teachers, what we did to teachers back then, you only when you look back and you think, I think we broke a 25-year-old's dream.
Yeah.
A 25-year-old showed up and said, I think I want to teach and change lives. And us as students said, I think we're good. Let's see if we can make her cry today.
Yeah, let's tell her, let's all convince her that her breath's bad.
Yeah, let's all make noises every time she turns her back on the chalkboard. Let's really make her wonder, why is she doing this? Now, I played a prank on one of my teachers.
Okay.
So naturally, I was the kid in the back of the class joking around,
Sure.
I was looking for approval.
Cracking wise.
There's one teacher who was a substitute teacher. Substitute teacher is fresh bait. We're just like, here we go. Let's make her cry.
Gristle for the mill.
There we go. Here comes fresh meat, boys. Let's
Yeah.
see who can do it the fastest. You know,
You think you can sub in my town?
no way. Shows up. We're being disruptive. We're being terrible. The whole class is laughing, not taking her seriously, throwing stuff. She's just like, stop, stop, stop. She yelled at me and said, Eddie, sit down. You're at the back. Do not talk to anybody. I'm like, okay. Sat at the back. People are like, ooh. And she's like, do not move. I'm like, all right. Not proud of this, but what I did was, we were on the second floor. I opened the window, snuck out.
Second floor?
Sorry, we're on the first floor. So we're
Ground floor, okay.
We're on the ground floor. I opened the window, snuck out, cascaded down a pipe. Wasn't very far.
Yeah.
Walked out, went across the street, grabbed a bag of chips and a pop, walked out, walked back into the school, walked into class, and hey. And she
must have blown a fuse.
lost it and cried and left the class.
Wow.
Now, was I a hero? Sure.
To that class?
Yeah.
I'm sure kids in that class still talk about this.
Oh, yeah. They said, remember when Eddie snuck out and came back in?
Remember that little pervert? What was his name?
Don't we hate that guy? We do, but we love
But
what he
we
did.
love that thing he did.
She cried. She left, and the principal came back and like, stop it. You know, all right, head down, read this. I was like, all right. But I was a legend that day, guys.
Yeah, I
never left that school. I left that school a virgin, but I did leave a hero.
a hero virgin.
Yeah, hero virgin. Should have been the name of the pod.
Should have been Virgin Heroes.
What a moment. High school highlight.
That's
for
a
me.
pretty good one, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you lost it?
My virginity?
Yeah.
Do I remember the first time I lost
So,
it?
do you remember when you lost your virginity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had sex.
Leave it at that.
I had sex with a young woman.
Woman.
I mean, I was 17. She was 16.
Okay, good. I thought you were like 15 and she was like in her early 30s. That'd be kind of sick.
I've always been sort of advanced.
Do you remember where? Ped's bedroom?
My bedroom, yeah.
Your parents' bedroom?
My bedroom.
Your bedroom.
Yes.
Parents weren't home?
No, they were home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you can't talk about this because they're listening.
My parents?
They're her parents.
They might. I was 17. It's not a particularly interesting story. We like talked about it. We were like, we're gonna do it tonight.
Wow.
And then my
You
room
still do
was,
that?
with my high school girlfriend.
No, with your
I keep texting her. She's mad.
We're doing it tonight.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
All right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess,
Sometimes.
Yeah.
They call it sexting. You ever heard of it?
You know what? I've been doing it lately, but just to numbers, I don't know.
I think I should start
Do you know
sexting the numbers that robocall.
You know what? You can just text any number and sext. Did you
I
know
guess
that?
that's true.
Yeah. Here's 1-613-282-4573.
Yeah, tell that person they look hot and you want to bust on them.
Yeah, say, hey, I'd love to grab your sweet, sweet tits and just have a good time. And they'll be like, excuse me, sir. This is
I think you have the wrong number.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
saying I'm naughty?
Okay, really? Like, this is a Jersey Mike's. I don't know what the hell you're talking. Do you want to place an order?
Well, Mike's going to have it my way tonight.
Tell Mike I'm gonna get in his jersey, if you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? Hot pepper relish.
First time I lost it,
You keep saying first time.
when I lost it.
Okay.
When I lost it. When it was my first.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you?
We met on like ICQ on like a.
What's ICQ?
It was like an old app back in the day.
What?
You remember that?
No.
Whenever if someone messaged, it'd be like, it would be like a little
I've
message.
never heard. Was this like Canada's AOL?
No, this is like everyone had this. This is like late 90s.
Okay.
Late 90s. No,
Everyone
early
had
2000s,
it?
maybe. It
was
was like
on
it was like an AOL online thing.
chat.
It was like a chat.
Okay. You met.
On a chat, random, and then she sent me a picture of her, like, "Hey, let's hang out." We went to a coffee shop, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to just, I don't know, park somewhere?" Sure. And then we parked and we did it, It was, and then we hooked up maybe like 4 or 5 times after that.
Did you bring a condom?
Oh yeah. Listen, when you're a young virgin,
Yeah,
you think
you're keeping that thing on you.
it's on you at all times. Like a guy in the South with a gun, you're like, I never know when I'm gonna have to need this.
Yeah,
and you never really do.
You never do.
But it's nice. It's nice. It's on your person.
You feel a little safer.
Yeah, I feel a little safer, and just whip it out. And when the moment someone comes at you, but
in a car. First time was in a car.
First time in my dad's car, and here's
front seat, back seat.
Back seat.
Okay.
Wagon. Put the seats down.
Oh, a wagon.
Thank you.
Shaggin'
now here's
wagon.
something about when I lost my virginity. Me and this young woman, I was 17, she was 17. We hooked up. Sorry. We're 19. We're both 19.
Okay.
Both 19. We hooked up my dad's car and we parked it at my old Little League baseball diamond.
Nice.
And for the first time,
You scored.
I rounded third. For the first time, guys, I rounded third. Took a while.
And you could hear everyone you ever played with cheering for you. Eddie.
Took a while.
Eddie.
The coach was waving me in.
Waving you in.
Rounding third, sliding right to her home.
Oh, yuck.
Finally got waved in,
Wait,
boys.
wait.
Finally hit a home run that day.
Wait.
Finally. And I was a singles king.
Yeah, you were.
Always singles.
You were a slap hitter.
I was a slap hitter and always singles.
High contact, not a lot of power.
A lot of contact.
Lot of contact.
No power, lots of singles.
Lot
Only
of hand,
singles.
Yeah, bat to ball.
Yeah.
Bat to ball.
Quick. I was very quick. Quick singles. Bat to ball. A lot of contact.
Strong hands.
Yes.
Yes.
Strong hands. Great arm.
Great arm.
Great right arm.
Yep. Great eye.
Great. What an eye. But
great zone awareness.
But could never round third.
No.
No. When I swung that bat, it never went very far. But that day I rounded third.
So wait. Were there like chat rooms on this service?
Yeah, it was like a chat thing.
I don't get how you met a stranger on there.
I don't know. It was like by location, and we had the same city. And you just chat, dude. Back at that time, the early 2000s, late 90s, it was like lawless. It was just like chat with random people.
I don't remember chatting with strangers like that.
Really?
Yeah, like I had AOL. I had AIM, instant messenger.
Do you remember back in MySpace days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. MySpace, you had your top 8.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was chatting with this girl for MySpace. And
again, a stranger you've never met in person.
Just chatting away. And then she was like, you should come to my house. And I live in this neighborhood. Yada, we should hook up. I'm like, I don't know. No, whatever. This sounds great. Well, I was with a girlfriend at the time.
Oh, okay.
And
shouldn't have been chatting with random girls in the first place.
Whatever, man. I was just having fun. I didn't know what's going on. I was young.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I get a call from my girlfriend the next day saying, "You tried to cheat on me. Oh my God, you're chatting with some girls trying to hook up with them. We're done." I'm like, oh God. I drove my dad's car to her place and she slammed the door in my face.
Was one of her friends testing you?
I thought it was a burner account. To this day, I'll never know that she was just testing me. And then she said, I read the whole thing. Some girl sent it to me. And apparently she was in my top 8. And then I went to her profile. The profile was gone.
Huh.
So I think she was testing me. I think it was like kind of like a ghost account.
Huh.
That's what I think.
But you turned it down.
I turned it down. But
there was a little bit of a
act
flirty.
like, why would you want to do to me? Oh, really, man? And I was like, it's a chat. I'm not going to go there. I didn't know the etiquette back then. It was the early days.
Nobody knew what you could and couldn't do on the internet that was cheating.
Because back then it was like, this is not cheating. I'm not even physically seeing anybody.
I can't even touch you.
Right.
Yeah. Now we know that's cheating. But at the time,
I didn't know.
It just felt like sci-fi.
So she was exactly. I was like, this isn't real.
I'm on a computer. I can't be cheating.
Back then, it was like you met someone on the internet.
Yikes.
Now that's all we do.
Terrifying. True. But terrifying to think, I would if a strange woman started chatting with me on the internet and was like, come over, let's have sex. I mean, at that age, I probably would have been like,
exactly.
But now I think I would be like, this person's trying to rob me. I would be like, I don't have money, right?
Dude, there was times when I was single back in the day where I'm like, how is this not a scam? Are you going to shake me down? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you should come here and you can come over to my place. I'm like, there's no way there's no way that I'm not going to walk through a door and get jumped.
You ever hear about Pure?
No.
It was an app. I don't remember it either, but my friend told me about it back in like 2015, 2016. It was an anonymous sex app. So you would sign up.
It's the glory hole of
and
sex
and it
apps.
would match you up with someone.
Whoa.
You would meet up and have sex.
Wow.
And he used it.
And?
He said it was not a great experience.
Yeah.
But they did meet up and have sex. And then now, I think he brought it up because now, because, TikTok will like look at your contacts.
Right.
And so he that TikTok recommended that woman like follow her on TikTok.
Right.
And she's just like a lady who has 3 kids and lives in the valley now.
How do I describe the woman I had intercourse with the first time? Now, listen, I'm not here to slag the female form, guys.
Okay.
I respect women in all shapes, sizes, no matter what.
This guy's a certified woman respecter.
I love women. I came from a woman. I have a woman in my life. I believe in women in every
He
faith.
would show you the ring, but he can't right now.
I voted for Kamala. I would vote for Hillary. I watch the WNBA.
Yeah.
I prefer the WNBA.
This guy's always trying to talk to me about Caitlin Clark.
I prefer, and we're going to get into that. I prefer it. Thank you. I think it's a better game.
He calls it the NBA.
I think that's the NBA. It's a better game, and they're more skilled, and they're nicer, and the fans are fun.
I love layups.
I love layups. I love missed layups. I love chest passes from a nicely supported chest.
Fundamental.
Yes. But how do I describe how she looked?
Carefully.
I'm not going to get into specifics about parts of her body.
Okay.
Because that would be rude. And we have 2 female listeners.
We're up to 4 maybe.
Maybe now 3.
As many as 4, yeah.
They're either tuning in or tuning out at this point.
I think none of them made it this far.
She looked like... How do I put this?
Danny DeVito.
No.
Danny
Imagine...
DeVito's sister.
No, she looked like a down in her luck single mom, but with no kids.
Okay.
She's like, oh, okay. You know what? Guess you didn't have time to do your hair, or oh wow, what do you know? That shirt's dirty.
She had a dirty shirt on.
Whoops. Jeans are too small.
And at that point,
She changed. Jeans are too big.
There's no way you cared.
Did not care.
No.
Did not care. Did not care.
You saw home plate. Head down.
Oh,
Pumping.
slid right in.
Sliding in.
Oh, mouth open, slid right in.
Mouth wide open. She had to tell you to close it once in a while.
Went to her. We hooked up multiple times after that.
Yeah.
Because she was like, yeah, come over whenever. Went to her parents' place. Hooked up with her when they're gone. Went to her room. Disaster.
Was it?
Absolute disaster.
What was her story? What was she up to?
I don't
Was she
know.
a student?
She
You
just
don't know?
worked at a...
You never talked to her?
Dude, honestly, I barely remember her name. There's a woman out there that took it from me. Took my sweet little virginity. And I don't know.
She listens to the podcast every week.
She's probably in jail, or maybe visiting a boyfriend in jail, or maybe something to do with jail.
Here's something I think about sometimes. To the best of my knowledge, no one I've ever had sex with has died yet.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, I've had sex with however many people I've had sex with, and to the best of my knowledge, all of those people are still alive.
That's great. Good for you.
Thank you. But it does. I mean, at some point, one of them's going to die.
Could be you.
Could be me.
Maybe.
Will you feel it like when a daughter, like when a mother's child? They say when a child dies, the mother could tell.
Yeah, maybe like your balls quivered.
Yeah.
One of them died. Who?
Yeah.
One of the many women I've been with.
Yeah.
What happened? Heart attack. How can you tell? I just know.
She was trampled at a Black Friday sale.
Oh, God. Oh, God. She crossed the street.
She needed that TV.
Oh, God. What's going on? What's new? What's happening? What's new in the
What
world?
was the other thing I wanted to tell you about? Oh, remember last week I was leaving to go to a Chinese buffet?
Yeah, what happened?
I went to the Chinese buffet.
Right.
Simi Valley. You ever been to Simi Valley?
No?
So far away.
I imagine.
So far away.
The word valley, I'm out.
Simi Valley, it was like 45 minutes from here.
Unless you guys don't have a live show.
And then we'll come to your shitty little town.
Well, hey, terrible town.
Terrible, yeah, your terrible town. But yeah, we get there, and it's about what you expect. Not bad, not great, but a lot of it.
A lot of it.
We're there for about 10 minutes, and the power shuts off.
The power shuts off. At your Chinese food buffet.
Chinese buffet, power shuts off, and we're all like, "Haha, funny! It'll come back." Doesn't come back.
Does not come back.
Does not come back. They come around and they're like, "Hey." They're also like moving stuff around because they have there's like sushi at this Chinese buffet for some reason, and it's on some sort of cooling tray.
Yes, slab,
yeah, some sort of cooled slab that was using electricity. So then they had to like rearrange things to keep things cool,
What is this?
And so at one point in the dessert section, there's a bunch of like fresh fruit and little cakes, and then like octopus, like all
you
next
gotta
to
keep
each
that
other.
cool, man.
And then they're like, hey, so we don't know if the power's going to come back on. And normally you're not allowed to take stuff to go, but like you can take whatever you want.
What?
Yeah, they told us just take whatever you want.
To go?
To go.
Did they give you to go boxes?
They gave us to go boxes.
So what? You had free?
I could have had as much as I wanted. I didn't.
Oh, wait, you already paid for the buffet.
Yeah, I already paid. Yeah.
Wow. How much?
But yeah, it was very funny watching some of my one of Maddie's coworkers said, yeah, my uncle, I just watched him go over there and grab a handful of sushi with his bare hands and throw it into it.
Oh man.
So yeah, pretty wild. And
now
then
listen, it's been on there. There's probably rolling blackouts and stuff.
half of the Siepe Valley was out, we heard.
Really?
Yeah. When we left, all the street lights and stuff were out, and then truly, as we're leaving the parking lot, we saw the lights come back on.
What if you? I'd imagine, if I was there, I'd be like, sweet, I'm taking a chair, taking an artifact, taking a wall art.
Stuff this in a styrofoam.
They're gonna be like, sir. I'm like, hey, you said you could take whatever you want.
You said
fish tank on my back.
You said
fish tank on my back. 4 lobsters, each one, 2 on each shoulder.
Try to stop me.
That's what you get. Be specific, boys.
Also, the chocolate fountain stopped working when the power went out.
Sir. Take the whole fondue pot.
Yeah, that's mine now.
Thank you.
You said I could take home any food I wanted. Thank you. And it's stuck in here.
Give me that chef hat.
It's coming with me.
Give me that chef hat. Take a whole tank.
That whole tank, yeah. Honestly, it was sort of a blessing that the power went out because they couldn't bring out more food because I didn't need any more of that food, but I would have had.
I think that's how COVID started. I think it was a Chinese restaurant that just the power went out.
Yeah,
and then people just kept eating.
And then they said, "Well, I guess we'll eat the bats."
Like, is it bat or is this chicken?
Yeah, I
can't tell. It's dark. Boom.
Give me the salt and pepper.
Now I'm disinfecting a watermelon in 2020.
And I'm wiping down all my groceries.
Now I'm doing 6 feet social distancing between cars.
I'm honking at a comedy show.
I'm honking at a comedy show. I'm making love to my wife through a sheet. It's Jewish style.
I still do that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it depends on the sheet. You want to be a white sheet, not like a X-Men Wolverine sheet.
X-Men Wolverine?
Yeah, like a bed sheet, like a Wolverine.
Wolverine. Yeah, okay.
Like a Spider-Man sheet.
Yeah, we have sex through Scooby-Doo sheets. Invader Zim sheets.
Listen, I grew up Orthodox Jewish. We have to make love through a sheet. Like, okay, and like, why is it?
Rugrats.
Why is it a Rugrat? Why is it a Pokemon sheet?
I don't want to have sex through Minecraft sheets.
I'm sorry.
Come on, call me the chicken jockey.
At some point, this is gonna be for me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I went to Eddie. I'm tired. I went to 5 parties in the last 3 days.
Why? Aren't you 40 yet?
No.
When are you 40?
In like a year.
Oh God.
I'm getting close.
Aren't you getting tired? You getting tired yet?
Yeah.
Are you getting to be like, listen, 10 p.m. Going out after 10 p.m. in your 40s sounds insane. You ever have those moments where you're just like having dinner somewhere, you're out with your girlfriend or partner and you're just having dinner. You're in your 40s or late 30s and you say to yourself, can't wait to go home. And then you think, wait a second. In my 20s, the night just got started.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's one of the nice things about LA is most of the parties are during the day.
Los Angeles is a great 35 and up town.
Yes, it is.
It's amazing. Things close at 10, 12, maybe 1, and then you go home. Go home.
Go home.
Go home.
Go home.
You have square footage. Go home.
Nothing is open after 11 p.m.
You have a
Just
parking spot? Go home. Go home.
Feed
Everyone in
your
LA, go
dog.
home.
Everybody go home.
When I see someone out past 1 p.m., I see someone out past 1 a.m., if I'm driving somewhere, I'm
I
like,
pray for them.
go home.
I'm
What are you
praying for
doing?
it.
Grow
Something's
up.
wrong. Go home.
Grow up.
Grow up, go home. Go
Yeah.
home, then grow up. Then go home again, grow up some more.
You know what my wife did to me recently? My wife went out with her friends, grabbed some drinks.
Okay.
Right?
Classic.
Had a good time. I'm at home Saturday night, me and the pup, watching Sports Center on my computer, just
Losing your ring.
just losing my ring on my computer, looking up boot reviews from Japan.
Boot reviews.
I'm having a great time at home Saturday night. Me and the dog watching
This
Sports
guy
Center.
can't stop looking up boots on the internet.
The wife is out having drinks. Now listen, I'm in my early 40s. She mid 30s, approaching late 30s. Had some drinks with her friends. Great. Then I'm like, I message her like, hey, when are you coming home? Around midnight. I don't hear anything. Then around 1 a.m.
You start preparing an alibi.
I start preparing an alibi.
Yeah.
I start like getting all the ring notifications together.
Getting your ducks in a row. You're not going down for this.
No, I'm not. No way. No way. I've taken screen grabs of all the texts that she said, hey, I'm at the bar. I'm like, cool. I'm at home. Love you. You know. So anyway, I get a message from her around 1:30 after the bars are closed. She's like, I think I'm going to go to my friend's house and I'm just going to sleep over there and watch movies.
Okay, so she's sleeping somewhere else.
No.
You don't have a ring on.
No,
What's going on,
No,
Eddie?
I had a ring on this time. And you know what I said to her? I was like this. I go, you're 37. Come home. You have a bed. Grow up. What are you, 10?
I know you can afford an Uber. We have a joint bank account.
Sleep over your friend's house and watch movies? What are you, 15? You have a bed and you're 5 miles away. Come home. That's insane.
And she said, and this is the attitude. That's why I don't want to come home.
Insane. I think it's crazy. What happened? She comes home at 3:30 and she's like, I fell asleep on the couch. I was like,
Yeah, and I bet it sucked.
you can't sleep on a couch in your late 30s. That's insanity. You have a bed, a
have a
Tempur-Pedic
bed.
mattress. You have a memory foam mattress with a husband and a small dog with a flat screen TV that's air conditioned and cool.
Do you ever fall asleep on the couch?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what a friend said to me recently?
What?
I'm not going to say who. My friend said, they're like, and he's a good friend. And I laughed in their face. They said, hey, why don't you come over and why don't you guys sleep over and take care of our dog? I'm like, no. And like, not pay me?
And not pay? Absolutely. not.
No. What?
Do you think it's a treat to sleep in your couch?
Now listen, you have a roommate. I can understand why you want the alone time,
Sure.
right? I can understand
Even
that.
still, I'd rather hang out with my roommate than sleep in your couch.
Exactly. And if I said I need a strong favor, here's $50, get away from the roommate, have some fun. But if you're just like, oh wait, I have a house, I want to sleep in your apartment, and you're 3 miles away, watch your dog. You can bring the dog here.
Yeah.
I don't quite get that.
Didn't offer you any money. They just said, wouldn't you love to take care of our dog for free?
Wouldn't it be great if you slept in our bed?
No.
No, I need money.
No, I need money.
And even
for
then,
that.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah, at this point it kind of actually has to be
Listen,
a lot of money.
Dog sitting, if you have a roommate, is different. When I had an old roommate, I couldn't wait to not stay there.
Yeah.
Like a girl was like, sleep over. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Or especially if it's like a nice place.
Sure.
Sure.
But if I
You got air conditioning, you
but
got
I tell you one
central
thing,
air.
If you had a home, you would not be house sitting.
Absolutely not. If I lived here with my wife and my dog, I got my own fucking dog to take care of.
I know.
And I got a wedding ring to find.
The idea of like, hey, I know you got a wife and a dog. How about you separate from them?
Yeah.
Sleep over, watch our dog for a week.
Why
A
don't you-
week.
Yeah, what? A week?
A week.
Oh my God.
Imagine
Yeah, why
that-
don't you pretend you're in your freshman year and you just need to get out of the dorm? You can eat everything in our fridge. There's nothing but Trader
at a friend's
Joe's.
place for a week when I have a place. None of my stuff is there. What would I do?
You'd probably look up boots on the internet.
Yeah, still am.
Yeah.
Still am. Bought a pair, didn't fit, trying to sell them.
Really?
No.
Is this true? Did you get a pair that didn't fit?
Yeah,
All that research. I know you looked up the measurements. What happened?
I know.
Were they shot engineer boots?
No, God, no. I would never buy that crap. Red Wing 2268 steel toe. I thought I could get them cobbled, get the steel toe out. Thought it was going to be the right size 41 European size. Turns out certain models had different lasts. I don't want to get into it.
You were going to take the...
I'm deep in a message board right now on Reddit. I'm having an argument with some guy who doesn't believe that he thinks they should fit, and I'm pretty sure he's wrong. So if you're wondering how a 44-year-old man spends his time outside of his wife instead of actually cleaning up and improving the house, that's what he's doing.
He's arguing with a man on the internet about boots.
He's living his dream.
But you know what he's not doing?
Don't.
He's not participating in the alt-right pipeline, okay?
Thank you.
And I think he deserves some credit for that.
Thank you.
He's spending hours and hours researching boots and not conspiracies about which presidents' wives are trans women.
I'm not on X trying to figure out the truth.
No.
I'm just trying to get the right fitting boots.
No, and he does not care if fluoride's in the drinking water.
No. And I don't care.
He doesn't care.
I don't care. I don't think the vaccine does anything to your body.
No, and he thinks if you want it, you should have it.
Go ahead.
Go right on ahead.
Go ahead. But you know what doesn't fit is those boots.
Those boots.
And you know what? Am I a guy who lives in Los Angeles, doesn't ride a motorcycle in the middle of the summer? Why would you get large?
Could you argue they never fit?
Do I even think they could look good on me? No. Am I living a midlife crisis as we speak? Yeah.
But is it nice to have goals?
Sure.
Also, yes.
I will say this, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into the hunt.
That's Eddie. This is the most relatable thing you've ever said to me.
I love the hunt.
I love the hunt. I think we've talked about this. I've been on the hunt for a double-breasted linen suit.
It's the hunt.
I think I'm not going to get it in time for this wedding. I've decided I'm just going to wear the suit I have.
Right.
It's fine. But it's been nice. Just like you go out there to, I imagine those fellas, they get up early in the morning and go out into the woods to try to shoot a deer. You don't come back with a deer. You still had a nice day.
Listen, I love clothes. You love clothes.
Sure.
When you're online and you're on Depop, you're on Grailed, you're on eBay, dare I say Poshmark.
You're flipping back and forth. You're seeing the same listings, but with slightly different prices. What's that all about?
And to the most desperate, Offer Up. Are you on Offer Up?
Offer Up? You're on Offer Up looking for a pair of boots?
Or shoes or a jacket or whatever. And when you're guys like us who are constantly hunting, grown men hunting for something.
Hunting, gathering.
Hunting, looking. You out there thinking like, you guys are pathetic. Oh, I'm sorry. What would you rather us do? Hunt for women? Yeah. Let me look.
You want us to hunt for the truth about the space lasers?
Was that what you rather have?
You want us going 9 pages deep on Reddit about chemtrails?
Would you rather me hunt down the perfect tactical vest so I can take this country back on January 6th? Is that what you'd rather have?
Do you want me to find more footage of the Trump assassination attempt and try to really break it down? Is that what you want?
Is that what you want?
Is that what you want us to do?
Okay. Oh, okay. That's what I'll do.
Fine. We'll start buying tickets to the Capitol now, just in case.
Yeah. You should be lucky this is all we hunt down online.
You're so lucky
we're middle-aged men with no children.
You're so lucky we're not freaks.
Middle-aged man with no children. What do you want me to do?
We could be banging down the door of a pizza place in Washington, D.C. right now.
I could be right now trying to get a crypto meme being pumped and dumped.
We could be pumping and dumping.
I could be right now messaging Hawk2. Please come back and start a new coin.
Neither of us know what adrenochrome is, and we're not gonna learn.
So, you know what? God forbid.
Get off our backs.
Get off our backs.
I'm gonna spend 10 to 12 hours a week looking for the perfect double-breasted linen suit. And I might never find it.
Listen, I'm 44 years old. Do I know my exact measurements of denim? Yeah, you're right.
Of course.
11 and a half up. Legs, 10 and a half. Knee, 8 and a half. Hem, 8.
Wow, you got real specific ones. Yeah, I just kind of know waist and length.
We can't
I mean, I like to look at rise, but it's not really
My
important.
rise is 11. I'll do with it 10.8 rise. 11 would be nice. Above 12 is too high for me.
Too high? Oh,
Too
I like
high.
high rise.
High rise is nice.
I mean, not for jeans, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess for jeans, I'm
so
looking
this
at
is
like
what
11
grown
and a
men
half,
do.
12 and a
We
half.
look at things, and do we really want it that bad? No, but it's nice to look.
But what we want is to find it.
Yes.
That's what really counts. And then you get that that little time period where you're waiting for the package to come. Oh, that's a good week.
Yeah.
And then it arrives, and 1 out of every 5 times it's what you think it's going to be, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You start a new hunt.
Sometimes the chase is way better than the actual find. And sometimes when the UPS driver drops off the package, I just hold it and I go, hold on a second. I'm just going to return it right now. Just take it. I never wanted it. I don't even want to try it on, sir. Just wait right here. I'm getting a return label for you right now. Just take it away.
We're catch and release eBay shoppers.
Don't even want it.
Don't even really. Yep. I realized that I didn't need the item. What I needed was a task.
Yeah. It came. I expedited the shipping and it got here just in time. And you just wait right here. I'm getting the return label.
Yep. Go ahead and take it right on back.
Take it right on back.
It's not going to fit.
Never
it's not
needed
going to
it.
look like how I thought it did.
Never needed it.
Never needed it.
Take it right back, sir.
I was searching for an idea, and that idea maybe never existed.
Then the UPS driver's like, okay. And as he's walking by and like, leather motor jacket. He's like, what? It was a leather motor jacket. I didn't even have anything to go with my wardrobe. He's like, okay.
All right.
I don't care if you buy anything that you want. I don't care. I'm just a driver. I'm like, I
just thought you should know. Just thought you should know what you're dealing with.
Oh, man. What time are we at? Oh, my God. Hour 5.
Oh, my God.
Holy balls.
Holy cow.
I don't
cruise right by.
I don't have any bits. Do you have any bits? All I've been thinking about is this damn ring.
Yeah. I don't exactly have a bit, but I do just want to say that I think it is a bad sign for America that currently in Major League Baseball there are 2 major league teams playing in minor league parks. I think that's a bad sign.
Yeah, it's a bad sign.
I think it's a bad sign. I'm not really sure how to turn that into a bit, but I don't think that's good.
It's the Oakland Athletics playing in Sacramento.
Right? And then
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay plays in Steinbrenner Stadium, which is a tiny replica of Yankee Stadium.
Is that
Yes.
true?
Yes. Isn't
Wow.
that sad?
You know
Isn't that
what?
Sick and sad and fucked up.
If Oakland and Tampa as cities can get sadder, your teams, they look like lost kids.
They do.
They don't have a home.
No home.
But soon, Oakland will be in.
Las Wages.
I have a prediction
What's that?
that I think maybe long after we're dead, you for sure.
That could be any minute.
I
could drop dead from a coronary any minute.
Probably maybe 50 to 100 years.
Yeah.
That's in the not so distant future. Well, distant future, 100 years.
100 years, sure.
Will there be robot players? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But let's just say there's all human players,
Okay.
cyborg players.
Ooh, cyborgs.
I think the environment will be so bad that every single game will be indoors, and every single game will be like the Sphere, where it'll look like
You're outside.
You're outside.
That might be our whole existence in 100 years.
That might be. Everything will be Sphere. Well, you like a cloudy day.
We'll all live in the Sphere if we're lucky.
And then you get like night games and day games, and you can just be. There already is like simulation. What is it? What is it? You can like watch your favorite team play, but it looks like you're in the stands, and it's like a Sphere kind of thing.
Oh, really?
You ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, they have them for hockey games, baseball games, football games. Where I saw like Colin Cowherd go to one where he goes, and it's just the whole screen is wall, but it's from the perspective of seats
Where
from
you're
the
sitting,
in the
yeah.
stands.
Damn, that's crazy.
And you're with other people, and it looks like you're in tiered seating. So
Yeah.
they've chosen a part of the field, and it's like you're watching the game.
That does sound pretty cool.
And it's like concessions. It's like, wait a second, so let me get straight. So it's a padded seat, there's concessions, and the game is going on as if I'm watching it on a TV, but I'm also watching from the perspective of the stands. But there is, hey, he scored, he's 2 for 3. Yeah. So there's like all the analytics.
Yeah.
There. It's actually pretty cool.
That sounds pretty cool.
The future is great.
For some of us.
For some of us. The future is great. Wouldn't it be great if you just put on a VR helmet and you don't got any B&B here?
Oh, if we could pod in VR.
I know.
Oh, I bet we could.
I think you already can. Nah.
Well, they better not put tariffs on that equipment because
Yeah.
we don't own that yet.
But the tariffs are going to work.
They're gonna work.
Everybody, thanks so much for listening to the episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on social media. And if you're in Dallas, Texas, or, this will come out
This will be
after Dallas.
after,
So
yeah.
I had a great time in Dallas. Thanks for coming out. June 20th, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I will be there. If you're there or you know somebody, actually, you know what? If you know someone who lives in Vancouver, send them this show. Send them my Instagram profile and say, hey, Eddie's going to be there. No, the one on the left. I know. Wish the taller one was going, but he's not going to be there. But the shorter one will be there.
And he might have his wedding ring by then.
Oh, God. Dude, if I have it, if you find it, I will blow you. Anyway, have a good week. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.